Morning, Rabbi. So we'll start with the Heilige Maisa. Gewaldige Maisa, Rabbi Say, Gewaldige Maisa. La'aleinu such a Maisa. We should never know such a thing. Rachmana litzlan, such a thing happened. But I want to tell you, Azah Maisa. Benny, listening? This is Gewaldige Maisa. There was a couple, and he says to his wife, before the Shabbos afternoon shluf, he says that we'll be eating shalashidas in, I'm going to be waking up in about 2 hours. So shalashidas should be ready in 2 hours. Right, she has to prepare things for shalashidas, whatever, the ayim mitzvah, bozachim, whatever, things for boira, whatever, peeling and selecting, and so he says to her, about 2 hours I'll be finished, to make sure that the shalashidas is ready by then, gewaldig, and she's, Eishes Chayil, wants to have everything prepared on the table. His kavanah, on the other hand, was not to sleep for 2 hours. 2 hours. Well, what's 2 hours? No chalois of a sleep less than what? I don't know what. Depends who you ask. So his kavanah was 4 hours. So the shaila is, his kavanah, he knew that he's not going to get there anywhere near between 4 hours. Her kavanah was to do it for miyad, to do it for 2 hours. That's when he needs it. Was she over on the issa of boira or not? Forget about the shaila of shalom bayis. That is a whole different sugya. It reminds me of the case of a guy that says to me after Shabbos that he opened up the fridge and the light went on. What happens? The light goes on sometimes. You forgot to switch it off, whatever. So you can't close obviously the fridge, because when you close the fridge the light goes off again, right? So what you do is you close the fridge as much as you can, that it won't cut the catch, and it will stay like a bitzel closed, but a towel on top of it, whatever. You can can keep the rest of the stuff in the fridge. So the husband and wife made an arrangement, right? Made an arrangement. The wife's going to close the door, and the husband's going to look in the hinge over there to see exactly when the door's about to hit the thing, and then he'll tell her to stop. Aha! Last time anyone did that to you when you were reversing your car, right? You were backing up the car. So his kavanah was like, I don't have to actually tell her, because she doesn't know about it, right? If she doesn't know about it, what you don't know doesn't harm anyone, right? So his kavanah was like, just got it too late. You hit the switch already, right? Was she over? Okay, again, Rabbi said, I'm not getting involved in, shalom bias issues and whatever, ask a local Orthodox rabbi. But the idea was, are they over or they're not on Hilchas Boira? Now, where does this come from? Shmuel, we're holding by Tanai number 3. Tanai number 3 was, remember the first two, good guy from bad guy, we spoke about that. Second condition, has to be done with your hand or an extension of your hand, not with a utensil or a kli that specializes or helps the boira selection. And condition number 3 is that it has, and again you need all three, not one or the other, you need all three. Condition number 3 has to be miyad, for immediate usage. Where does this come from? Gemara Shabbos, Rabbi Sayin Hay said the Gemara like this: most boiras were always done la'oitza. La'oitza means it was done for storage purposes. Mimela, when you do a boira for immediate usage, you're not doing boira that they did in the Mishkan. You're not doing boira that was done in a regular way. Mimela, that's why it's mutter. Together with oichem and psolis, together with biyad, you got yourself a situation that's mutter lachatchela. Now, what is the definition of miyad in this case? So the general definition, without going into too many details, major machlokes to look at the Ramah with the Pri Megadim, there's so much to discuss, especially if you look at the Igletam, the Shvisa Shabbos. But if you go with the regular Mahalach, this is, Rav Moshe brings us down, Igus Moshe, and others as well. The idea of miyad means the amount of time it takes to prepare that thing. True, the Chazon Ish paskins, it's a half an hour. But without the Chazon Ish, today's Yutzai, no? Today or tomorrow? Chazon Ish today, no? Oh wow, look at that. The Chazon Ish says half an hour. But Al Kaponim, Rav Moshe and others held, you can't say it's limited to time. It depends how long it takes to prepare the meal. So if, for example, it takes an hour and a half to prepare the kiddush, to prepare the suda, whatever it may be, and amongst the preparations, there's peeling eggs, which is a shayla boira, there's selecting drinks to put them in the fridge, which is shayla boira, there's selecting cucumbers from amongst the different types of vegetables in the fridge, which is a shayla boira, there's taking things out the freezer, shayla boira if it's a mixture over there. So maybe there are so many shaylas of boira that go on by a preparation of a suda, it's impossible to say this amount of time. That's boira, that's called miyad. I don't know. It all depends on how many guests you have, how long it takes you to prepare, how many people are preparing. There's no specific time span when it comes to miyad, but it has to be within the time span right before you eat. So for example, making this very, very clear, if you want to set the table, you want to take a bunch of silverware, knives, forks, spoons, whatever, and start putting them on the table one by one, which is boira, that can only be done somach l'seuda, right before eating. It doesn't have to be done the second before eating, but within the amount of time. Nothing can be done in between. So as we mentioned, if a woman wants to go along and do that, and then go meet her husband in shul, or the kids want to very nicely do it for their parents, and then sit down and learn the Daf Yomi, that will be a problem. Not Chas v'Shalom to learn the Daf Yomi, but it will be a problem to go along and make a hefsek between the preparation, which was boira, and the meal itself. So that's why a person has to know each thing, that there should be nothing done in between. It has to be a be'erech. It doesn't have to be calculated to the second. By the way, there's a shayla like this. What happens if I'm putting the spoons on the table? I'm putting the spoons on the table. When am I eating those? When am I using that spoon? By dessert, right at the end of the meal. Am I allowed before the Suda to go along and put the spoon down, which is a shayla boira, but it's not going to be used miyad, because the Suda is going to take an hour, 2, 3, whatever it's going to be, and then at the end of the meal that I have my dessert, and I'm using the spoon. Eliodov, what do you tie now? That would be okay? Why not? That's the classic, you know. Sounds okay. Huh? It's not for after Shabbos, and it's one Suda. Oh, Cheskis Amodige Kasha. Rabbi say, listen to this Kasha. Cheskis asking a Gavaldige Kasha. Cheskis saying Gavaldig. What happens if, Shmuel, you got this one? What happens if you want to set the table so that when everybody comes home from shul, it looks nice? Now, they're not going to eat for another half an hour. They sit there, they schmooze, whatever it may be. They're not eating for another half an hour after they come home from shul. But when they come home, it's nice to see it set. Nochi, you say the same thing?
No, I'm just saying shame. That's it. You just can't do it.
It's a shame because you can't do it. Yeah. Why not?
It's a hefsek.
But Chesky came on and said a moed gezach. Chesky is saying the display is that when they come home and they see it set, it's a beautiful thing. That is the miyad. No, the necessity of seeing it done that way, that is miyad. It doesn't matter if you're using it. The usage doesn't have to be, taking the fork. It could be simply using it in the sense of display. That's what Chesky says. Very good. No? It says Yavot, no? That's what you meant. That case. Gewaldig.
Friday night for Shabbos day?
No. Oh, Gewalt. Friday night for Shabbos day. About the nisht. If you have a pile of silverware.
It's the same reason.
No. Again. First of all, not always is it a shayla boira, right? If you have separate forks and knives and spoons, you don't have a shayla boira, which is what you should do, by the way. Make sure they're always separate, then you don't have that problem. But if there is a mixture going on, and you're setting it at night, that's called convenience, not for the law. I'll give you an example. Moish, you ready for this example? This is a Gavaldic example. What's the din if, for example, the kids are going to get up early on Shabbos morning, and the kids are going to get up early Shabbos morning, early Shabbos morning I'm talking about, right? Even before you get up to learn, which is before mikvah, which is before davening, we're talking about early. And you want to prepare some toys for them, so when they wake up, they have a few toys that they'll be able to play. So I want to go into the toy box and select a couple of toys, and I'll put it in the room at night, the night before I'm talking about, so that they can play in the morning. Shmuel, what do you say? Covered Shabbos. What do you say? Yes. Sounds okay. Anyone else? Can anybody else help me? Finished. It's a mixture. It's a mixture of two different toys. We're talking about a shayla boira. Huh? The parents are going to sleep better?
Parents should play with
Wow.
Parents should play with them first.
You know, I'm not even going to start. I was going to talk about baby wipes, but I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. We could link it in, but not now. We haven't got time. Rabbi said that would be asa. That would be an issa d'oraisa. Why? That is called convenience. For example, you've got guests staying in one of the rooms, and there's a freezer in the room, let's say, and there's a challah in the freezer that's mixed with other things, and I want to take out the challah, or whatever it may be, not because I need to take it out, possibly because it's convenient. I want to wake up in the morning and say, excuse me, can I take out the challah? So that would be a shayla or boira, because that is convenience. Masha'ain came. Let's talk about a different case. Israel, are you with me? What happens if I need to select drinks from a whole pile of drinks and put it in the fridge hours and hours before the meal? Before I go to shul, mutter or asa? Before I go to shul. No, and therefore, Zevi.
I do it, so it must be.
Shimon, you said good. What are you saying? Why? Meaning the usage of it is to put it in now, because that's how long it takes to get cold. The same would be if I cut a salad, let's say I cut a cucumber, so I have to peel the cucumber, which is a shayla boira, but it needs to sit in the juice for a good hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, to chop the whole matzav over there. Memela, that will consider to be the miyad. Taking a challah out of the freezer 2 hours before the meal, even if a wife is going to go meet the husband from shul, would be mutter. Why? Because that's how long it takes to defrost. So that's the miyad of that item.
Toys would also be.
No.
You're not going to be
Big difference.
You're not gonna be able
One
to
is
take it.
convenience.
You're not gonna
I cannot do it tomorrow morning because the guests are in there, I don't want to wake them up, or I'm sleeping and I don't want to go along and wake up to give my kids a toy. It's convenient for me. The other one is this challah takes 2 hours to defrost. So taking it out now is miyad for the meal that starts in 2 hours.
You're not going to be able to take it out because the guests are sleeping, then it's right now.
That's a convenient thing. That's nothing to do with the chayfetz. That's nothing to do with the item itself. That's the difference. Okay, Rabbi Isai? So that is a very important thing for a person to remember, Rabbi Isai. Huh? Diapers? What about them?
Discuss them.
We'll get to diapers, we'll get to baby wipes. When the olim are ready, we'll talk about baby wipes. I'm not sure if the olim are ready. Okay, but tomorrow, Rabbi Isai, we shall continue. Have a wonderful day.